So once again, my fellow Descendants, it was a very busy week for the game. Not only did we receive hotfix 1.0.7 at the beginning of the week, but we also got our first glimpse at Season 1. Therefore today, as I do every Sunday, we are going to take a few moments, go over some of the information that we learned this week, and as always, answer some of the questions you've sent the channel. Alright, my YouTube family, welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and Sunday, my friends, is the day of the week where I take some time and just revisit some of the news that we got over the last week. Hope everyone had a good one. As always, we're going to jump right into the information, and if you happen to enjoy this, do me a favor, hit that like button really quick, as it truly does help the channel out, and if you'd like to stay up to speed on all things The First Descendant, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button as well. Now, we all know that on August 29th, that is when we're going to see Season 1, and in that, we're going to be getting a new Ultimate Descendant. Now, earlier today, I noticed an article by TASSI, who is a writer for Forbes, and it happens to bring up a major concern that a lot of players out there have in regard to Ultimate Descendants. Now, we are going to go through that article really quick, and as always, I will leave a link to it in the video description down below. You can see he starts off by saying the following. The First Descendant is now promoting in full its first season, which launches a new hero, the Ice Sniper Haley, and a new Ultimate Descendant upgrading Freyna. The problem is that these Ultimate Descendant releases have really thrown a wrench into one of the core grinds of the game, acquiring and upgrading existing characters, and then obviously he goes into detail. The core issue here is that it does not seem worth it to spend dozens of hours, millions of gold, nearly a dozen catalyst and energy activators to fully invest into a normal character, when in theory you should just wait to grind out the ultimate version when it arrives, whenever that is. They did this at launch by default with the ultimate versions of all three starter characters, meaning whatever investment you made in your first character would likely result in an underpowered version, the same for Bunny, the first additional character everyone gets. And for many of these characters this is important. Lepic is the best boss burner in the game with his ultimate mod. Bunny becomes an even better mob clear with her ultimate mod. It's not always the case they're better, but you just don't know until they arrive, and as such, I've seen many people say they're not bothering to really go hard on any character except the ultimates and are waiting for new ones to be released before bothering. He continues by saying it's pretty clear why the ultimate characters exist, as they're sold in bundles for $100 in the store. In fairness, they are grindable, it just takes forever due to the luck required, but it feels bad to invest in a character and have that not help you in the least when the ultimate arrives. This is not to say the ultimate version should not exist at all, but the compromise here should be that investment in a base level character also carries over to future ultimate versions to some extent. Whether that's an energy activator used, catalyst spent after multiple resets, or both, you should be able to pick up an ultimate and not need to shred your old character. He finishes off by saying, nothing else would change. Fine, they still sell it in the store and have a fancy extra costume. Fine, they still make an in-game grind very hard and long, but allow players to get their ultimate and not start from zero, able to equip the ultimate mod and outfit, and keep moving forward without a total reset. The current system is bad for everyone, Nexon included, and it needs to be changed. Now, as always, my friends, let me know your thoughts on the subject in the comment section down below, but based on feedback you've already sent the channel, I'm pretty sure everyone's on the same page. Again, let me know what you think. Now, at this point, we are going to switch gears and talk about certain details in regard to Season 1. Now, if you've already seen my previous videos, chances are you already know all of this information. However, if you missed yesterday's video, I'm going to give you a quick recap, starting off with the Season 1 Battle Pass. You can see they say the First Descendant will be offering a brand new Battle Pass alongside a fresh wave of challenges and rewards. Nexon has promised it took criticism from the pre-season Battle Pass and worked to both improve the rewards of Season 1 and make the challenges more fair and worthwhile. Now, one thing we talked about previously is that a lot of people in the community were getting roadblocked by certain challenges, and it didn't matter if you played every damn day or if you were just a casual player, there were certain things that couldn't be accomplished, so I'm glad to see the game actually took that into consideration. They're making changes moving forward. Again, it's a very good thing. Now moving on to the new inversion reinforcement seasonal progression. You can see that Nexon is going to introduce a new way for players to progress and evolve their descendants with each season. After encountering the Ironheart for the first time, players' descendants can undergo a powerful Arc-A resonance to enhance their abilities. Players can use their inversion reinforcement to gain incremental upgrades for hunting, attribute, recovery, and survival, making their descendants more powerful over the course of a season. And they finish off this section by saying it's not clear if this inversion reinforcement will reset with each season or if Nexon will let players carry upgrades upgrades forward, perhaps to encourage players to switch Descendants in order to upgrade each one. Now, please do me a favor. And this is something we talked about in yesterday's video, but what do you want to see the seasons look like? You know, one thing I heard from a lot of you out there is you were saying, look, if they make us reset everything every season, I'm not going to bother doing it. And this actually takes us back to the topic we talked about at the beginning of the video, which is that for a lot of players out there, there are certain things in this game which are insanely redundant. And look, I get it's a looter shooter, I'm not complaining, especially someone who's a casual player. I am never going to run out of things to do. However, as we roll into season 1, the game really needs to take into consideration how they are planning to do the seasons. And something you've heard me say multiple times recently is that for me, I'm giving the game until the end of season 2 to really make my determination on whether this is a game I'm going to continue to invest my time into. Because look, like a lot of you out there, I do not have a lot of time to play. I want to make sure when I play, I actually feel like I'm accomplishing something. Let me know your thoughts, my friends. And one final thing I want to mention on the subject. We've all seen massive franchises lose a large portion of their player base depending on how they move forward with a game. We will see what happens, my friends. Next, we are going to talk about the new Descendant Haley. So you can see they say Season 1 will introduce 2 new Descendants to Albion, including Haley, a guerrilla soldier that became a legendary sniper through her exploits. Haley is a chill attribute Descendant equipped with an anti-material sniper rifle, sub-zero bullets, and a storm snare, and is focused delivering single immensely powerful shots. She also has a unique ability to lower her body temperature and emit cold air. Now do me a favor, let me know in the comment section. Is Haley one of the Descendants you are going to spec into? My answer is definitely yes. I've been looking forward to having a sniper class in the game. That now takes us to Ultimate Descendant Freyna. Another existing Descendant is also getting the ultimate treatment, and this time it's a fan favorite Freyna. On top of obtaining an ultimate variant, players will also be able to play Freyna's new exclusive story questline exploring her past trauma, part of Season 1's narrative content. One question I get asked at the channel on a frequent basis is if you need to have the Descendant that the game references in order to complete those quest lines, and the answer is yes. Now, the game has made it very clear that moving forward, each season is going to introduce a new Descendant story, which means if you want to complete whatever story they're talking about, you need to have that Descendant in your inventory. That's a video for another day, my friends. We will talk about that in the future. Moving on, we are now going to get into the topic of new Invasion Dungeons, a new way to play. Invasion Dungeons will randomly replace 2 hard mode infiltration operations on a rotating schedule and present brand new and unique obstacles for players to overcome. These are solo missions and are catered towards speedrunning enthusiasts. Get those bunnies and Valbies ready. They go on to say the faster you clear an Invasion Dungeon, the greater the rewards you'll obtain. Invasion Dungeons play differently than existing game content with new mechanics and objectives. Again, new is good, my friends. Let me know your thoughts. Takes us to the new Void Intercept battle boss. They continue by saying another Colossi has appeared in the Void, replacing Gluttony as the most challenging boss in the entire game. Deathstalker specializes in hunting down Descendants and is a toxic attribute monster that strikes from the shadows. There will be new mechanics here that players will have to unravel in order to have a shot at winning, which takes us to the topic of Ultimate Descendants and their link to these new bosses. Now, in my opinion, and please let me know your thoughts, the game needs to ensure moving forward that you do not need to have a specific Ultimate Descendant present in order to have a chance of beating a boss. I mean, we encountered that with Gluttony. They had to nerf it for, random matchmaking. So hopefully the game will continue to listen to player feedback and make changes accordingly. You can see that we're also getting 2 new ultimate weapons. The first Descendant armory is increasing with the arrival of 2 new ultimate weapons, including Excava and Frostwatcher. Excava is a Season 1's Battle Pass reward ultimate weapon and is modified assault rifle that accrues charge as you fire it, eventually culminating in a powerful energy grenade. And right below that we have Frostwatcher, which is a new chill-focused scout rifle that can be obtained by playing Season 1 content, and both reduces chill resistance of enemies and enhances the damage of chill attribute skill, making it perfect for Viessa and Haley. Last but not least, they mention the fact that there's more content coming as well, as Nexon has already confirmed, just like with the preseason, Season 1 will enjoy mid-season content updates and additions. There are going to be new features, quality of life improvements, and fresh content are all expected, and they also mention the fact that there's going to be the arrival of the trade agent. Now, for the record, we don't know when that's going to take place, but in my opinion, if they can pull this off in Season 1, that would be absolutely amazing to see, because remember, every season is going to have 3 updates within it. This game is proven time and time again they continue to update things on a regular basis, and hopefully that's a major change we will see very soon. Finally today, I'm going to leave you with a new video that the game posted earlier today on their Twitter page. Absolutely hilarious, amazing stuff. Let me know your thoughts. On that note, I want to take a moment as always and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. I sincerely appreciate the privilege of your time. Let me know of any questions you may have, my friends, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone. Oh, ASMR. Weapon. Gunship. Gunship.